Everyone, this is Lalita Singh and you are going to study science with me. Today we are discussing second part of chapter 3 that is called fibers. In our previous video, we have learned about fabrics, what are the animals from which we are getting the wool. Okay, we have also learned about different type of fleece like coarse hair or under hair. Then we have also seen the processing of fleece to wool. Okay, like shearing, washing, shorting, carding, dyeing. See, over here shearing is done, then it is carding, washing of the fleece, then shorting, then straightening them out, then putting them into color. Okay, in this way we got to have wool thread. See, the processing can be seen over here very clearly. This is the raw and dirty greasy silk wool. Later on it is washed and it will become like this. Okay, after carding, when the fibers will get straightened up, it will look like this. Understood? Next is, after carding we have turned into yarn. Now this is the woolen cloth. Now we have also talked about silk fiber. Silk is what? Strong fiber, animal fiber, which is produced by the help of silkworm. Silkworm is the organism which produce silk thread. Okay, so we have seen the life cycle of silkworm as well. This is the adult silkworm which lay hundreds of eggs. Okay, you can see this is the silkworm which lay hundreds of eggs like this on the tree leaves where it lives. Okay, later on this larva stage, that is known as caterpillar, come out from the egg. Okay, and then it will start depositing fiber around it in pupa stage and it will turn into cocoon like this. Okay, and if the pupa inside the cocoon get grown up, then it will be like this. It will come out from the cocoon. You can see over here, this is the cocoon, this is the adult which is coming out from over here. Now next topic for our discussion is from cocoon to silk. Silk. The breeding and management of silk moth for production of silk have numerous steps, and these are mentioned over here. The first step is to obtain the egg. Egg are basically sold in the market. Okay, eggs of silk moth are sold in the market for the silkworm farmer. They are basically sold on the strip of cloth or a paper so that the egg cannot get damaged. The second step is the eggs are prepared reared in a hygienic condition. Hygienic condition is very important, because if the eggs will get damaged, okay, then the larva will never come out. So we are going to provide them hygienic condition with suitable environment and temperature and humidity condition. Okay, so that larva can grow healthy inside the egg, because we know that every larva, when they are growing inside the egg, they need a proper temperature to grow. That temperature we have to provide them. Now next is, when this silkworm larva will come out, they will start feeding on the mulberry leaves, which we are going to provide them by chopping it. By chopping the mulberry leaf, we will provide them the leaves. Okay, now after that the caterpillar will start feeding, and after feeding, ultimately there will be a time of about 4 to 5 weeks later, that these silkworm will stop feeding. Okay, this caterpillar will stop feeding. At that time it will start secreting a thread like structure. Okay, it will start secreting thread like structure around the body. This is the silk filament. Understood? So the silk moth larva, when grow, they turn into cocoon like this. After releasing this type of thread, they will turn into cocoon, and this cocoon are then sorted out according to their color and size. You see over here, we are having numerous cocoon over here. See, and they are little bit different from one another, so we'll sort them out according to their size, color, texture, etc., so that we can have a uniform type of silk thread. Understood? Now the sorted cocoon are immersed into hot boiling water so that the inside pupa can die. You can see in this diagram that every cocoon is having a pupa inside. So we need the pupa to die, because if it will not die, what will happen? They will break the cocoon, and in this way the silk filament will get broken up. Okay, so we need to expose them with the steam, or we can immerse them into boiling water. About 5,500 cocoons are used to get only 1 kilogram of raw silk. Understood? The cocoon are then put through a series of hot and cold immersion, which will make the sericin loosen up. Okay, see over here, we have already put these cocoon through a series of water. Because of this, the sericin will get loosen up. This is called softening of sericin. Sericin is a gluey substance which keep two fibers of fibroin together. It means it is a sticky substance. So we need to put them in hot water, then cold water, so that these fibroin protein can get little bit loosen up. After it will loosen up, what we can do? We will collect the silk filament like this. See over here, all these cocoons are already put into hot and cold water. Because of this filament has become loosened up. But this is not the good way to collect them, because they may be possible that the silk fiber can get broken down. So for collecting this silk filament, we need this. This is a roller type of structure in which we have rolled down the filaments, 5 to 6 filaments together based on the desired size or thickness of the silk. Okay, so the next step of the processing is unbinding the silk filament from the cocoon, and this process is called a reeling of filament. Therefore, 3 to 4 or whatever the thickness we need, that type the number of cocoon filament will be taken together, and then they will reel out in this machine. See over here we are having a handle through which it is going to get reeled out. Understood? The process of reeling 3 to 5 silk filament together is called throwing. Okay, now the silk fibers are spun into yarn, which are used by the weavers to weave the silk cloth. Okay, what is weaving? The process of interlocking two yarns into fabric is called weaving. You can see in this diagram over here, two threads are interlocked. I know this is a woolen cloth, not silken cloth, but this is the same thing but that happened during weaving. Okay, so after weaving, what will happen? The fabric will be ready, and we can use this fabric to prepare any cloth. The process of weaving is carried out in loom. Loom is a machine which is over here. After weaving, the fabric has to be finished, and finishing give fabric the desired appearance and feel. Finishing include the treatments such as crease proofing, waterproofing, and fireproofing, etc. Now about occupational hazard related to silk industry. Basically, the worker of silk industry need to continuously respire in the air which is filled with lots of water vapor. Okay, workers of sericulture industries are affected by respiratory disease such as asthma and bronchitis due to continuous inhalation of vapor arising from the cocoon when it is steamed or boiled or reeled. Okay, now next is worker develop infectious skin disease due to dipping of hand into boiling water while killing the pupa. You can see the workers are collecting it with the help of hand. Okay, so they need to continuously dip their hand into the water so that they can pick the filaments of the cocoon. Okay, so because of this, infectious skin disease may take place in their body part. Okay, now severe headache, fever, pain in neck and lower back is very common in this area, as well. Okay, leg deformity, bow-leggedness are also found in some of the workers. Now see over here, we are having an activity to perform. Activity number 3, to study burning character of natural and synthetic fiber. For this, we need piece of woolen, silken, synthetic cloth, and we will put some threads from each of these pieces. Okay, now use a candle and burn each of the type of thread one by one. See what will happen. Over here we are having table. When we are burning the wool, what will happen? It burns slowly. and stop burning when removed from the candle flame. That is why in many films you may have watched that if a person is having fire on their clothes, so they are completely wrapped inside the blanket or in a woolen blanket. Understood? Now, what are the smell? The smell is actually like burning hair. Why? Because it has been a hair on the body of sheep or any other animal that we are collecting in the form of wool. So it will give you a smell of burning hair. Now, residue left after burning, it turns brown and then form a shiny hollow bead. Can be crushed very easily. Okay, next is silk. Silk burn very slowly and it is self-extinguishing. It okay. And what is the burning character? Burning character is burning hair. Type of smell, but not as strong as in case of wool. Okay, over here in case of silk, we can have a silvery bead form which can be easily crushed to the powder. But if we are talking about synthetic cloth like nylon or polyester, what will happen? These clothes will melt and shrink, which was not the characteristic of wool and silk. You can see, and even droplet of melted yarn fall to the ground, and when it burn it will give you a smell of burning plastic. And in this case, after burning the synthetic cloth, you can have hard beam which are not going to be get crushed very easily. Okay, these are the burning characters of natural as well as synthetic fiber. Now we are going to discuss about the question answer related to the chapter. Okay class, because all the discussion has already been over, so move on to checkpoint 1. First question of checkpoint 1, answer in one word. The wool yielding animal found in Tibet and Ladakh region in India. Yak. Okay. Second is the process of shaving of sheep body. Okay, the process of shaving of sheep body is known as shearing. The goat from which pashmina wool is obtained is Kashmiri goat. Fourth question, the sheep from which carpet wool is obtained is Nali. Fifth one, the family to which Illama alpaca belong, it is camel family. Now sixth is substances from which synthetic fiber are prepared, they are petrochemical substances. Now second checkpoint, you can see. Okay, true or false? First, rearing of silk moth for obtaining silk is called sericulture. True. Second question, the silk moth lay egg on the leaves of coconut tree. No, it is false. It is mulberry tree. Third question, silk is formed of sericin protein. No, it is formed of basically peproin protein, but sericin are the gluing material present. Understood? So we can say it is true. Okay, next is the silk moth of tussar silk feed on neem leaf. No, it is false. Okay, now fifth one is the pupa of silk moth rest in cocoon. Yes, it is true. So the first one is true, third one is true, and fifth one is true. The rest of them are false. Now see over here, question number A. Take the correct answer. First question, the process of obtaining fleece by shaving the body of sheep is called shearing. Option C is your correct answer. Second question, which of the following is not natural fiber? It is rayon. Rayon is semi-synthetic fiber. So option C is your answer for second. Now third, silk fibers are formed of protein sericin. So option B is the correct one. Okay, 4 number question, wool fiber is straightened by the method of carding. Carding is the method in which the wool fibers are straightened up. Okay, 5th question, fiber that burn with the smell of burning hair. It is wool. It is wool. So option B is the correct answer for 5. 6, the body of sheep is shaved once a year. Option D is your answer for 6. Okay, now 7, anthrax is also called, it is called shortest disease. Option A is your answer for question 7. 8, which of these countries is top producer of wool in the world? According to the book, it is China. And we are not having second option, so it is China. Option B is your correct answer. Now fill in the blanks. The dash and dash are the fibers are of animal origin. Silk and wool. Okay, the silk and wool are the fibers of animal origin. Second question. Wool is a dash fiber whereas nylon is a dash fiber. Wool is a natural fiber whereas nylon is a synthetic fiber. Okay, in first one you will write natural and second one is you will write synthetic. Third is alpaca and llama are breed in dash for obtaining wool. Alpaca and llama are breed in South America. Okay, next is question number 4. Silk is obtained from dash of silk moth, cocoon of silk moth. Fifth question. The silk moth of dash silk is found in Brahmaputra Valley, Munga silk. Okay, now very short answer type of question. Define the term sericulture. Rearing of silk moth to get silk fiber is known as sericulture. It is written over here in the very first introductory part of this. Okay, see over the rearing of silk moth for obtaining silk is called sericulture. The rearing of silk moth for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Now next question is second number question. That is, what is scoring? Now see over here scoring. In page number 33 it is given. The sheared hair are thoroughly washed in a series of tubs having soapy water. This removes grease, dust and dirt. The process of washing the hair is called scoring. Okay, now third question is, what do you mean by burrs? See over here, the small fluffy fibers are called burrs. This is your answer for question number 3 and this is for your question number 2. Okay, understood. Now third ke baad fourth. Why is sheep immersed into antiseptic solution immediately after shearing? See over here, it is given. The shorn sheep is immediately dipped into antiseptic solution to protect its skin from infection. Okay, this is your question answer number 4. Okay. Now fifth number question. Name the country that top in the production of wool and silk. The country which tops in the production of wool and silk is China according to the book, but yes, wool production Australia is the number 1 right now. Okay, next question. D. Short answers type of question. First question, name the places in India where ships are reared for obtaining wool. Okay, the places where the ships are reared in India. It is given in page number 32. Okay. Or you can also write it from page number 34. It will be better. Write it from page number 34. Understood? In India, sheep are reared in lower Himalayas region, which include Jammu, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, along with parts of Rajasthan and Gujarat. This is your answer for the question number 1. Now, second question of D. What is Shorter's disease? Okay, what is Shorter's disease and which people develop the disease? Why? For that, we need to go into occupational hazard reason. See over here, the same page it is given. People working in sorting department are at risk because they may get infected by anthrax bacteria. The anthrax disease is fatal disease and it is called Shorter's disease. This is your answer for question number 2. Okay, it is for question number 2. This was for question number 1. Now, next question. Question number 3. What is Woolmark, and name the organization which confers wool logo? Okay. The logo of Woolmark on woolen cloth is a symbol of quality to assure the woolen clothes are made from pure wool. Okay, this is the first part of answer. Name the organization. So, this logo is assigned by International Wool Secretariat. Understood? This is the diagram that you have to draw along with the question answers. Next question. Question number 4. Okay, question number 4. In which country was the silk developed first? When did silk making reaches India, and how? See over here. Silk was first developed in China. Okay. Knowledge of making silk reaches India only after 3 AD 300 through traders and travelers. This is your answer. Next is question number 5. Question number 5. How do silkworm spin cocoon? See over here. At pupa stage, okay, it stops feeding and its salivary gland secrete a fiber. This fiber is made up of fibroin protein which harden on exposure with the air and form cover around the pupa. This cover is called cocoon. This is your answer. Okay. At pupa stage, you will add up over here at pupa stage, it stops feeding and its salivary glands secrete a fiber. This fiber is made up of fibroin protein which harden on exposure to the air and form the cover around the pupa. This is called cocoon. Okay, in this way silkworm spin the cocoon. Understood? Now, question number E1. Okay, 1A. Name the step in production of wool from sheep. The production steps are mentioned in the book in page number 32. These are the steps to produce wool from fleece. Include the following step given over here. Okay, so see over here. This is the first step, rearing and breeding. Second is shearing. Third is washing and or scouring. Fourth is sorting. Fifth carding. Sixth dyeing. Seventh spinning, and eighth weaving. These are the steps which has been used in the production of wool from the fleece. Now next question. Question number B of 1E. Okay, why is scouring essential? Scouring is essential to remove dirt, grease and pollutant from the fleece so that the value of fleece can be increased. Okay, next is C number question. What is carding of wool fiber? You will write all the portion, all the things written in carding portion. Okay, carding is given. You will write the whole from here to here. Understood? Next is D number question. Let's list some breed of wool yielding sheep in India. It is given in the table form in the book. Okay, you will write from that table. Okay, you will write the name of sheeps. Okay, this is the portion that you have to write. Clear? This is the portion that you have to write. This is your answer. Now next question. Second question. What do you understand by occupational hazard? It is mentioned in the new word area. Occupational hazard. See over here. In page number 34. This is occupational hazard. Now next is second question, name the disease often developed in people working in silk industry. Okay, the people working in silk industry, the see here. The workers of sericulture industry are affected by respiratory disease such as asthma, bronchitis due to inhalation of vapor arising from the cocoon. Worker may develop infectious skin disease, leg deformity and bowlegness. Okay, this is all about the occupational hazard of silk industry. You will write them. Next question C. Define pupa stage of silk moth. Actually, pupa stage of silk moth is a stage where the caterpillar stops feeding. Okay, so the stage of life cycle of silk moth in which caterpillar stop feeding is called pupa stage, and they started to secrete the silk fiber. Okay, now next D, give the burning character of wool and silk fiber. Burning character of wool and silk fiber is given here. Understood? The burning character of wool is given here and silk is here. So you will write only this table. Okay, only this sections of table in your answer. Next question. Complete the following table. So over here we are having this table. You have to fill it up. Understood? And it will fill up with the help of table number 3.1, which is present in page number 32. See over here. The first one is Bakrabal. Then type of wool will be woolen shawls. Okay, and they are found in Jammu and Kashmir. So it will be in state for the first you will write Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, next is Marwari. Marwari is coarse wool and it is from Gujarat. Then I have Patnavari. It is having hosiery and it is also from Gujarat. Then carpet wool is actually Nali. Over here you will write Nali. Over here it will be Nali. Okay, next is here you will write Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. Now in this one, last one, in this portion you will write Pashmina means Kashmiri goat. Okay, Pashmina means over here you will write Kashmiri goat and over here it will be Jammu Kashmir. Understand? Next is hot question. Why it is necessary to kill the pupa by boiling the cocoon in water at right time? It is very necessary to kill the pupa. Answer is, it is very necessary to kill the pupa at right time by boiling it into water, because this will not damage the silk thread and it will kill the pupa as well, because if the pupa will grow up, okay, they will break the cocoon. In terms, they will break the silk thread as well. So to protect the silk thread from being spoiled, we need to boil the pupa in hot water. It will also help in loosening the sericin. Okay, now next question, question number 2. Why do workers of sericulture industry often develop asthma, chronic bronchitis and difficulty in breathing? The answer is given in page number 37. Okay, the answer is given here in page number 37. The first point of occupational hazard will be your answer. Okay, now next question. Question number 3. You want to buy a dress made up of silk, went to the market and with your mother, you find that the artificial or synthetic silk is much cheaper. What could be the reason? The reason is simple, that artificial silk is synthesized in factory in a very short period of time by using petrochemical. So it does not require that amount of hard work. It does not require that long period of wait and continuous work over there. Okay, So it is kind of cheaper, whereas if we are going to buy a real or original silk, what will happen, it will be too costly. Why? Because it take too long time period to cultivate the silkworm, then to obtain the cocoon, and then after that to obtain the silk thread. Understood? In the process of obtaining silk thread, we kill numerous cocoon. So it will be really very costly, right? So this is all the discussion about is this chapter of this chapter. Okay, in our next video we will talk about next chapter. Until then, have a nice day everyone.